Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to start the current affairs in English of 23rd October 2022. So first of all we will discuss about the questions that I have given yesterday in the last of video. Daily I am giving the one question at the last of video. So the question was, what was the name of Indian who had participated in all the three round table conferences? The option is A. Mahatma Gandhi, B. Muhammad Ali Jinnah, C. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, D. Tej Bahadur Sapru. So its correct answer is option C. Dr. B.R. Ambedkar has participated in all three round table conference. Mahatma Gandhi has participated in only second round table conference. After Gandhi-Irwin Pact. After Gandhi-Irwin Pact, the Mahatma Gandhi decided to take part in the round table conference. So he has participated in only second round table conference. So correct answer is Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Next, we will start the national current affairs news. So in the national current affairs news, the first news is the Winderji 2023 is to be held in the Chennai in the October next year. So the fifth edition of the International Trade Fair and Conference, that is all known as the Winderji India 2023, will be held in the Chennai next year. And this Winderji India 2023 will be organized by the Indian Wind Turbine Manufacturer Association and PDA Ventures Private Limited. So the fifth edition of the Winderji India 2023 will be held in the Chennai in 2023 October. Next is the Delhi government has kicked off the campaign that is known as the Diye Jalao Patake Nahi for the Green Diwali. So the Delhi government has launched the campaign. The Delhi government launched the campaign that is known as the Diye Jalao Patake Nahi, means only light up the lamps, not the firecrackers. So in order to celebrate the Green Diwali or pollution-free Diwali, Green Diwali or pollution-free Diwali, the Delhi government has launched a campaign that is known as the Diye Jalao Patake Nahi. Next is the Mission Life Movement. Mission Life Movement is launched by the PM Narendra Modi in the Kevadia, Gujarat. So PM Narendra Modi has launched the Mission Life Movement in order to protect the environment because of the change in the lifestyle of the people. It will help to mitigate the climate change also. And the global mission of launch of life, that is at the Statue of Unity in Gujarat. The UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres is also present. So Mission Life Movement has been launched by the PM Narendra Modi at the Kevadia. Next is the Secretary General of UN is the Antonio Guterres and Chief Minister of Gujarat is the Bhupendra Bhai Patel. Next is the World Spice Congress, that is the 14th edition, is organized in the Maharashtra. So World Spice Congress, that is the 14th edition of the World Spice Congress, will be held in the Navi Mumbai in Maharashtra. So Spice Board India is in conjunction with a number of trades and exports forum is hosting the World Spice Congress during the India G20 presidency. So World Spice Congress means 14th edition of World Spice Congress is held in the Maharashtra. Next is the Punjab government has announced the revival of the old scheme, that is return of the old pension scheme for its employees. So the Punjab government has decided to restore the old pension scheme for its employees, and the Chief Minister of Punjab has announced that the government has decided to implement the old pension scheme as a Diwali gift for its employees. So the old pension scheme has been restored by the Aam Aadmi Party government in Punjab. Next is the India to beat the USA, Europe in terms of the learners. So India is anticipated to suppress its residence market, the United States and even Europe in terms of learners over the subsequent 1821. Next, we shall discuss about the international news. So, in the international news, the Pakistan has been removed from the FATF grey list, that is on the terror financing. So it is the good news for the Pakistan people or government of Pakistan that Pakistan has been removed from the grey list of the Financial Action Task Force FATF. It is the Paris-based global watchdog on money laundering and terror financing. The Pakistan was placed in 2018 in the grey list because of the money laundering and terrorist financing issues, and removed from the 2022 removed from the grey list. Next, we shall discuss about the science and technology related news. So, ISRO chairman has announced that Chandrayaan 3 will be ready for launch in the August 2023. So, the ISRO has announced that he is ready to launch the Chandrayaan 3 in the month of August 2023. The chairman of ISRO is S. Somnath. Next is the nuclear capable missile of India, that is the Agni Prime missile, has been successfully tested by India. So Agni Prime new generation ballistics missile was successfully tested by India, and it is launched from the coast of Odisha. The Defense Minister of India is Rajnath Singh, and Chairman of ISRO is the S. Somnath. Next is the LVM-3. LVM-3 is the heaviest rocket of ISRO. So, because of launch of LVM-3, the ISRO becomes the global commercial launch service market. So, because of the heaviest rocket LVM-3 of ISRO will launch the 36 satellite of British startup OneWeb broadband communication satellite from spaceport in Andhra Pradesh, Sriharikota. And because of the launch of LVM-3, the ISRO will enter into the global commercial launch service market. Next, we shall discuss about the exercises that is held between the two countries. So, Tiger Trump exercise. The Tiger Trump exercise is the exercise between the Indian and USA military. It is the exercise between India and USA military, and it is held in the Visakhapatnam. The name of exercise is the Tiger Trump exercise, and the Tiger Trump exercise was the second collaboration between India and US military. Next, we shall discuss about the important days celebrated. So, International Stuttering Awareness Day has been celebrated on 22nd October, and every year this International Stammering Awareness Day or International Stuttering Awareness Day has been celebrated. Now, the question arises, what is stuttering? Stuttering is a type of speech disorder that is known as the stuttering or stammering, and because of stammering or stuttering there will be disruption in the fluency of speech, and the symptoms of the stuttering is repetition of words and temporary inability or difficulty to utter sound or words among the others. So, International Stuttering Awareness Day has been celebrated on 22nd of the October, and this year the theme of the International Stuttering Awareness Day is being seen, being heard, representation and normalization of stuttering in the mainstream. So, the theme for 2022 International Stuttering Awareness Day is being seen, being heard, representation and normalization of stuttering in the mainstream. Next, we shall discuss about the awards related news. So, Telangana Hyderabadi Halim gets the most popular GI award. So, Telangana Hyderabadi Halim has won the most popular GI award after beating the other food items, that is Rasgulla, Bikaneri Bhujia and Ratlami Seb. Next is the DX Award 2022. So, Karnataka Bank has won the DX Award 2022. That is National Digital Transformation Award or DX Award 2022. And this award has been instituted by the Confederation of Indian Industry for the best practices in digital transformation under the BFSI segment. So, Karnataka Bank has won the National Digital Transformation Award or DX 2022 award. The Karnataka Bank headquarters is located in Mangaluru, and the Karnataka Bank CEO is the MS Mahabaleshwara. The Karnataka Bank was founded in 18th February 1924. Next is the Uttar Pradesh has won the top honor at PMAYU Award 2021. The full form is PMAY means Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban. So, Uttar Pradesh has won the top honor in the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban, and under the PMAYU Award 2022 is scheduled annually to recognize the contribution of states, union territories, and urban local bodies with regard to the implementation of scheme in Rajkot. Next, we shall discuss about the appointment related news. So, Quality Council of India has appointed Jagshay Shah as their new chairman. So, the Quality Council of India appoints the Jagshay Shah as their new chairman. So, PM Narendra Modi has appointed Jagshay Shah as the chairman of the Quality Council of India. Agla, next is HCL Shiv Nadar has been named as the India's most generous philanthropist. So, Shiv Nadar has named as the country's most generous philanthropist, and Nadar has also reclaimed the India's most generous title with a donation of rupees 3 crore per day. Next, we shall discuss about the sports related news. So, 5th Khelo India Youth Game is to be held in the Madhya Pradesh. So, the 5th edition of Khelo India Youth Game will be held in the Madhya Pradesh. The 5th edition of Khelo India Youth Games is to be held in the Madhya Pradesh. This is the current affairs of the 23rd October 2022. Next, today's question is, on which date Indian Constitution was finally signed by the members of Constituent Assembly? So, on which date Indian Constitution was finally signed by the member of Constituent Assembly? Option A, 26 November 1949, B, January 24, 1950, C, January 26, 1950, and option D, January 24, 1949. So, comment the answer of this question in below comment section. So, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe and share my video.